Reggie Blinker, the Dutch international and Feyenoord winger, has signed a 3.5-year contract with David Peet's Sheffield Wednesday. Blinker's introduction is a direct replacement for Andy Sinton, a recent departure for Tottenham. The Football Association have charged Newcastle's Faustino Asprilla and Manchester City captain Keith Curle with misconduct. This follows the elbowing and headbutting incidents of last weekend. Both players have 14 days to answer the charges. The Brazilian World Cup winner Branco has joined Middlesbrough now that complications over his work permit have finally been ironed out. Branco began training with the squad immediately and was set to make his debut at the weekend. The veteran Liverpool striker Ian Rush has announced he intends leaving Anfield at the end of the season. Rush, who joined Liverpool 15 years ago from Chester, has scored 345 times in over 650 appearances. All the Premier League clubs in this week's fifth-round FA Cup matches have survived, but Nottingham Forest and Tottenham will need a replay to separate them. So here's the full quarter-final lineup, with Aston Villa waiting for the outcome of that replay, and Leeds against Liverpool at Ellen Road, the outstanding tie of the round. Chelsea's progress under Glenn Hoddle has been dampened by boardroom wranglings, this between Chairman Ken Bates and Director Matthew Harding. Hoddle is anxious that they overcome their differences before he commits himself to a new contract at the end of the season. An update on the League Cup competition: Aston Villa and Leeds are through to the final. The match on March the 24th will be Leeds' first Wembley final for 23 years. And finally, a millionaire MP is this week poised to inject £5 million into Coventry City. He can do so as part of a pilot scheme approved by the FA, in which investors will have a personal stake in players. It means ordinary fans up and down the country can have a real say in their club, if they can afford it, of course. Time now to take a look at some of the best goalkeeping moments from the season so far. For a welcome change, we spotlight the men who stop goals rather than score them. Here's our top 10 saves. The shot from Ginola. Oh, terrific stop by Vinnie Jones. And again, heroics from the goalkeeper.
Merson. So many Arsenal bodies in the box. Great save from Schmeichel.
This is Collymore. Oh, clever stop by David Seaman. Gillespie. There's Ferdinand. Oh, great save. And it had to be. This is Henry. Great save by Bosnich. Bergkamp, Helder. Brilliant save. Excellent work from Matteo McAllister. Well, it's gone a whisker wide with the aid of David James. This is Lippard, deflected and chipped away by Cernicek. And if it's all, how about that for a shot by Enright? Oh, and it was a marvellous stop by Akemel. Wonderful save by Mark Crossley. So now on to our first featured match from the weekend. At White Hart Lane, it's an opportunity for fifth-place Tottenham to advance on the 4 teams above them, who would play 24 and 48 hours later. Spurs have their sights set on a European place next season and have 2 chances left to qualify, finishing well in the league and by progressing in the FA Cup. They face a 5th-round replay against Nottingham Forest. Southampton, in fact, are already through to the last 8, but their major concern is maintaining Premier League status. They've won just 5 of 26 league games and currently head a group of 4 clubs on 25 points. They're well used to the relegation battle, though, and have survived on a regular basis. The team news comes from Martin Tyler.
Tottenham drew their 5th-round FA Cup tie at Nottingham Forest on Wednesday, but at a price. Chris Armstrong, after scoring twice, twisted an ankle, so opportunity knocks today for Stephen Slade, a 20-year-old striker who's been banging in the goals in Tottenham's reserve team. He's in the starting 11 in the senior side for the first time. One other change from that FA Cup lineup, Andy Sinton, who's not eligible in that competition, returns for Ronnie Rosenthal. It's not been a glittering season by the high standards of Southampton's star turn, Matt Le Tissier. Short of goals, and last week short of fitness as well with a touch of flu. But he is well enough to play today. Also brought back that fierce competitor Francis Benali. Southampton looking to stiffen their approach today. And in the reshuffle, they have to sacrifice the attacking flair of Mark Walters. Southampton will kick off when Keith Burge gives them the say-so on a Tottenham pitch that undoubtedly is the worse for wear. They've had real problems with the drainage here. The weather in the London area over the past few days has been very pleasant indeed. Not as though the elements have conspired to make it particularly daunting for the ground staff here. They know that there's a lot of repair work to be done on this ground during the summer months. Gordon Watson. There's Neil Shipperley. Blocked by Mabbutt. Shipperley gets it back again. Charlton with the cross. The Jilton was right in there. And also Le Tissier and Shipperley, who'd been very involved in the attack, who is the Southampton leading scorer with 12 goals in all competitions this season. And all that studied from a little bit of distance by Stephen Slade. Le Tissier. It's been a little bit of a hoo-ha down on the south coast this week about Matt Le Tissier. Some comments that he made in a radio forum have been perhaps misinterpreted by some at the Dell. Criticisms of the manager Dave Merrington. Le Tissier has been asked to play in a variety of roles this season. He just hasn't been able to put his game together as he has done in the past at Southampton. Venison. Gazelle. This is Sol Campbell playing it right back today, and that's a fine ball in for Slade. Oh, and it's touched by Besant. Was it? No, maybe not. It was very, very close. It's a goal kick. Campbell's ball was a splendid one. Slade took it down well, and it bounced beyond the goalkeeper's dive, glanced the post. Wilson. Sinton got the better of Le Tissier. Le Tissier might have done better then and will be relieved that there were others on hand like Woodrington to stop Sinton making more of that, but they've still got the corner, Spurs. Just over 25 minutes gone. Taken by Sinton, flicked on by Mabbutt. And Fox! Very nicely executed corner kick routine. Clipped in well by Sinton. Mabbutt met it. And as it dropped, so too did Fox, but it kept on flying. Watson. Le Tissier claims that he was fouled. He was fouled by Jason Gazelle. Spurs perhaps not agreeing with that statement or the decision of referee Keith Burge. There wasn't too much contact. What there was, Le Tissier made the most of, and it is a free kick. Now, will he go for goal himself this time? It's Le Tissier's free kick. It was deflected off the wall, and it's clearly a corner. Might have been more than that, but for the deflection. A corner it is. Southampton fans in that far corner of the ground paying homage to their king. Matt Le Tissier hasn't lost his crown, although he hasn't been scoring the goals this season. Hall. It falls to Venison, for whom, shall we say, goal scoring does not come naturally. But it was a sighted goal And he sliced it away, perhaps distracted by the presence of Campbell. Moncau missed it, but got lucky. Magilton. Again he misses it, again Moncau, and again Southampton quick to the ball. It was Letitia that time, on from Magilton. Now Watson. They had a crack with his right foot, there was a deflection, and it fell for Schipperle, and his flick was an excellent one. It was, in the end, a very good save by Walker. Schipperle got it on target, goalkeeper kept it out. Wilson. It's dropped well for Slade, who knew exactly what he wanted to do with the ball before it arrived. Fox for Slade. Sheringham! Well, that's opened Southampton up, and within the first minute of the restart, Tottenham really should have taken the lead. Fox, and a delightful header down for Sheringham from Steve Slade, and Slade really reflecting the disappointment that Sheringham didn't hit the target. Woodrington cut out by Wilson. It was an ambitious pass, but he executed it very well indeed across the Slade. Campbell. Howells have got a 2-on-1 on Woodrington. Sinton. Dazal! 18 minutes played in the second half, and a goal here at White Hart Lane for Jason Dazal, who made it his from close range from Andy Sinton's cross. And Richard Hall left looking at Dave Beasant.
First goal for Spurs, scored by number 12, Jason Dazal. And the goal time, 63 minutes, 7
Oh, it's Wilson's long ball. And Will Fox will reach it here. But to the great relief of all connected with Southampton, he's put it wide. Benali in real difficulty, challenged purposefully by Sheringham. The goalkeeper to beat for Fox, he did that, but he beat the post as well. Watson. Magilton. Widdrington. And Watson couldn't quite reach it. Dazal gets it to Sinton. Widdrington trying to get back. Rosenthal is well forward. Sinton goes on. The chance is his. Beasant gets a block. Help required, though. And Francis Benali was there as the ball fell behind the goalkeeper to smash it away to safety. All Sinton's own work once Dazal had picked him out, but it wasn't just the goalkeeper that stopped Southampton going 2 behind. Wilson. 3 in the middle for Tottenham. Rosenthal. Good try. Good throw from Beasant, or was it? No. It bounced away at no great cost from Oakley, although Spurs have got it back again, and then they can't compose themselves in possession. Well, Dave Merrington trying to get his players to take their shape further up the pitch, to take some initiative here. Terry Francis with one eye on the clock. His side certainly haven't made it a relaxing afternoon for him, but he's on the right side of the scoreline. 2 minutes plus time added on for Southampton to try and strike. Letitia, they've got a great position here for Neil Schipperle. And a lot of his teammates hang their heads, because that was the moment, you feel. A wonderful ball by Letitia. Spurs have been sucked across towards him. They watched the ball and not the man who was Schifferle. He took aim, he fired, but he failed. Tottenham cement their current position. Still fifth, but now just 1 point behind Aston Villa. No Chris Armstrong today, but they had Jason Dezelle, who was in the right place to score the game's only goal in the 64th minute from Andy Siddons' deflected cross. Spurs 1, Southampton 0.
Dave, what have you got to do? You've matched Tottenham today and got nothing for it, and we're into the last third of the season now.
Well, I've looked at the season and I thought, in all fairness, we've stayed top of that bottom group, what we consider to be a bottom group. There's a top 6 and then there's a middle group. I'm talking about finance now, and then there's a bottom group, and we're in that bottom group, and we've stayed top of that bottom group until now. And I think it's up to us to keep our nerve and keep battling away and keep playing. That's the main thing. I want to play and do the job right in terms of coaching at the training ground. They know that, and they're good lads, and they've worked extremely hard, and I can't ask any more of them. But at the end of the day, we really have to turn the draws we've had into 3 points, and that's what we've got to try and do.